Welcome to Butterfly Beauty. Everyone can incorporate a little color into their everyday, and that is what inspired me to create this look. To prep my skin for foundation, I use the MAC Strobe Cream to add a little glow to my high cheekbones, bringing it up right above my brow bone, and then I douse my skin with the Smashbox primer water. For foundation, I'm using the Dior Skin Star Foundation. I'm dotting it onto my skin and then blending it out with a damp beauty blender. I'm really liking the radiant finish this gives to my skin. I picked it up a couple weeks ago and I'm really liking it so far. The formula is a very light fluid. It's medium coverage, but you can definitely build it up. I use the lightest shade in 010 Ivory, and this is Dior's first brightening foundation. It was inspired by the professional illuminating techniques and expertise of Dior's makeup artists. I'm going to be contouring with the Dr. Jart BB Matte Contouring Kit. And I placed the bronze shade right below my cheekbones and I blended it out with a Morphe Duo Fiber brush. And then I'm going to be bringing it up onto my forehead and blending it out. This product is extremely pigmented, so you don't need a lot. This was my first time using it, and I'm really impressed by the finish it gives. It's very lightweight. The formula reminds me of the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Concealer. And if you have problems with cream contouring because you feel like the thick consistency really emphasizes any texture issues in your skin, I would definitely recommend this. And the shade of this doesn't pull to orange or warm, so it'll definitely work on fair to medium skin tones. I will then be using the Neutralize shade to highlight the high points in my face as well as underneath my cheekbones, and I blend that out with my beauty blender. I will then be concealing and highlighting my under eye area with the Neutralize and Highlight shades. I'm also going to be bringing that highlight shade right above my brow bone to highlight that area. And then I immediately go into set one under eye at a time with the MAC Emphasize Shaping Powder in a Real Techniques contour brush. No surprise there. I'll be setting my T-zone with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I use a Real Techniques brush to set my nose area because my foundation really breaks apart on that area, and then I bounce the powder onto my chin, around my mouth, and my forehead. Moving to the eyes, I'm going to be priming my lid with my beloved MAC Painterly Paint Pot, setting that with that same translucent powder. I do my brows off camera, but I'll link my brow routine in the description bar down below. I'm going to be using the Divinity shade from the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette to highlight my brow bone. Next, I'm taking Mocha on a fluffy crease brush as my transition color, and I'm using a combination of windshield wiper motions and circular motions to diffuse the color throughout our upper crease. To outline the shape of our eye look, I take Mocha on a Smith 220 brush and I connect my lower lash line to my crease. To add a nice warm luminosity to our lid, I use the Pure Cosmetics Eye Polish in Cashmere on a concealer brush. This product applies best if you use a flat synthetic brush. Then I take a little more Mocha and blend it through the crease to ensure a seamless transition from our lid shade to our crease. I'm using Malted on a smaller blending brush to start building up the dimension and darken up the outer V, and I bring it 1/2 of the way into the crease. I don't bring it all the way into the crease. And then I switch to a smaller crease brush, which allows me to precisely start building up that pigmentation even further in the outer V. To add warmth to the crease, I'm taking Bordeaux and blending it through the outer half of our upper crease. I will then be taking dark truffle to amplify the definition and dimension in the outer V even further, packing the color down with a small synthetic pencil brush and then blending it out with the Smith 230 brush, which allows for a precise blending. I use the Inglot 77 gel liner on a MAC 210 precise liner brush to give myself a quite dramatic wing. For our inspired pop-up color, I'm lining my lower waterline and lash line with the NYX Slide-On Eye Pencil in Tropical Green. To ensure that the tropical green liner doesn't turn it into a tropical storm, I'm going to be setting that with Earl Grey and then blending that out with Bordeaux to add warmth to our lower lash line. I applied the Ardell number 113 lashes off camera. I'm using Divinity again to brighten the inner corner and brow bone. I'm taking molasses chip to add a little sparkle and blending it from my tear duct into the tropical green liner. Then I apply some Rimmel Lash Accelerator to my bottom lashes. I'm not sure if I like it as much as my MAC Giga Black Lash, but I decided to give it a go. Now let's finish the face. I'm taking the Benefit Hoola Bronzer to warm up the complexion and also to set the cream contour that we applied earlier. And then I will be contouring my nose with the Smith 232 brush. I really like this brush for applying a nice blended nose contour because it's fluffy and tapered. To define our cheekbones even further, I'm going to be taking the MAC Sculpt Shaping Powder on a MAC 188 Duo Fiber brush. I'm using the Benefit Hello Flawless Powder to add even more coverage to my lower cheekbone and jawline area, and also to make sure that our contour is nice and crisp. To add a nice glow from within highlight, I'm going to be taking the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizing Veil and placing this onto the high points of my face. For blush, I'm using MAC's Peachy Keen, which really warms up and brightens the entire complexion. I'm setting my makeup with a setting spray I made myself with rose water. I'm going to try this out, and if I like it, I will share this recipe with you. For lips, I decided to use one of my very favorite ombre lip combinations, MAC's Half Red Lip Liner paired with Flesh Pot and topped off with MAC's Oyster Girl. This is the finished makeup look, and I'm really loving how it turned out. You can totally add a little pop of color to brighten up your everyday. Subscribe if you haven't already for more beauty inspirations by Butterfly Beauty, and I will see you in my next one. Remember, you're beautiful inside and out.